हेलो, गुड मॉर्निंग बच्चों, कैसे हो आप सब? Okay, in the last lecture we have done the one question based on the Lagrange's method. And what is Lagrange's method? Lagrange's method is used to solve the linear partial differential equation. There are four types to find the solution there are four types for the Lagrange's method to find the solution of the linear partial differential equation of order 1. Okay, on the type 1 we have done one question. This the question you can see in the screen. This is the first question we have done in our last lecture. Now in the second lecture we can take the another examples. A p plus q equal to z. Now as you can see, there is a p and there is a q in the given equation, means there small p and small q are presented. It means this is the linear partial differential equation of order 1. If it is a linear partial differential equation of order 1, then obviously the solution of this equation can be found with the help of Lagrange's method. So first of all, what we have to write, we have to write the Lagrange's auxiliary equation. We can also call it Lagrange's subsidiary equation. You people can see on equation number 1 the given equation, and in equation number 2 we have write the Lagrange's auxiliary equation. And what is the Lagrange's auxiliary equation is dx upon में capital P is the coefficient of the small p, is equal to dy upon में capital Q is again the coefficient of the small q, and is equal to dz upon में capital R, and capital R is nothing but the right hand side of the given equation. Now we have to find the values of the two constant, which should be in terms of x, y and z, which can be in terms of x, y and z. So now we taking the first two members of the given equation. We have denominator a is cancelled with each other, dx and the dy on the right hand side is taken in the left hand side. We have dx minus dy is equal to 0, and after integrating it, this equation will get x minus y is equals to c1. C1 is the arbitrary constant, means first constant we have received, which is in terms of x and y. And now we have to find this another constant, and the another constant is can be find with the help of the last two members of the given equation, and the last two members are dy minus dy upon me is equals to dz upon me 1, and we can denominator a in terms of dy can be taken out in the numerator of dz. So we have dy minus me a dz equal to 0, and after integrating it, what we'll get y minus az is equals to another constant c2, and thus we have the two constants which is in terms of x, y and z. So from equation 4 and 6 the solution is phi of x minus y and y minus az, this is equals to 0, and phi is the arbitrary function, means phi of uv is equal to 0 आपके पास आ गया. Similarly you can take the another example. Solve करना है p 10x plus में q 10y is equals to 10z. I hope everything is clear, everything is going very smoothly to all of you, and you people are getting my point, what I am trying to say, what I am saying, and I hope everyone is getting each and everything. Given 10x small p coefficient is tangent x, small q coefficient is tangent y, and is equals to tangent z. So Lagrange's auxiliary equation for equation number 1 is what? dx upon में capital P coefficient of small p, that is tangent x, is equals to dy upon में capital Q, the coefficient of small q, that is tangent y, is equals to dz upon में tangent z. Now we have what is our target. Our target is to achieve, to find the two constants c1 and c2. After taking the first two fractions from equation number 2, we have cot x dx minus में cot y dy is equals to 0. So when we are integrating it, I will got log sin x minus में log sin y is equals to log c1, or sin x upon में sin y is equals to c1. This is the equation number 3, and then find the this is the equation number 3. In equation number 3 I will got the one constant which is sin x upon में sin y, means in terms of x and y the one constant is finally find out, and therefore the second constant will take the another last two fractions, and this is cot y dy minus में cot z dz is equal to 0, and this is after integrating what I'll get. Well, I get log sin y minus में log sin z is equals to log c2, means sin y upon में sin z is equals to c2. The general solution is what? General solution is u is equals to phi of v. Phi is arbitrary function, or you can write phi of u comma v is equals to 0, or this is just the representation form of the solution. U is equals to phi of v. U is equals to phi of v. This is the another question, and this is solved. Zp is equals to minus x. You people can note down this question and try to solve this question by your own, and you people can ask me about the solution when we'll have a class physically. You can check your answer with me. Okay, note down this question. Solve Zp is equal to minus ka x. Okay, I hope you have written, and write the next question. And the next question is solve y square p minus में xy small q is equals to x bracket में z minus 2y bracket close. This is again you with the help of only after seeing you can check the given equation is the linear equation. Solve करना है. Y square p minus में xy q is equals to x z minus में 2y आपके पास आ गया. And you people can try this question at your own at your home, by your own at your home, and you can check the answer with me when you have a class. Okay, when we have a class. Okay, note down this question please. Now we'll go for the another question, and this is the solve x square plus 2y square coefficient of small p. Coefficient of small q is minus of xy is equal to xz. Please be remember that minus sign in the coefficient of small q is included as the capital Q, because in the formula we have p plus q is equals to capital R. Capital P into small p plus capital Q into small q is equals to capital R. So it means the capital Q is nothing but the minus of xy, not only xy. Okay, got it. Okay, try this question also by your own at your home. Okay, this is the exercise based on the type 1. Now type 2, based on the rule for solving, dx upon may p is equals to dy upon may q is equals to dz upon may r. In this type 2, what we'll do, we find the, suppose that one integral 1 is known by using rule number 1. Rule number 1 is nothing, we have to take any two fractions and integrate it and find the constant value of the constant. And this is the another integral is known to us, is used to find the another integral shown in the following solved example. Note that in the second integral the constant of integration of the first integral should be removed later on. Means to say what? Means to say that we have to find in this type we have to find the one constant. We can find the one constant directly by integrating the any two fractions. Then to find the another constant, we have to use the value of the constant which we received earlier in the same question. Like when we'll discuss the question, it will be more clear to all of you. What is this? This is solve p plus 3q is equals to 5z plus tangent of y minus में 3x. गिवन है आपको p plus 3q is equals to 5z plus tangent of y minus 3x. This is given, and with the after seeing the equation, you people can easily judge this is the linear partial differential equation, and it is solved with the help of Lagrange's linear method. So the Lagrange's subsidiary equation for the equation number 1 is dx upon may 1, the coefficient of small p capital Q is equals to dy upon may 3, the coefficient of small q capital Q, which is capital Q, and capital Q is 3 in this question, and this is and equal to dz upon में capital R, and capital R is nothing but the 5z plus में tangent of y minus में 3x. Okay, now we have purpose. Our purpose is to find the two constant, and taking the first two fractions, we have dx minus 3 dx dy minus 3x dx is equals to 0, and after integrating we get y minus 3x is equals to constant. Now to find the another constant, what we'll do, we'll take the first and third fraction. Why we are taking the third fraction? Because in third fraction that I am using y minus 3x, and which is equals to c1, so we can write 5z plus में tangent of c1. Okay, by after cross multiplying you can directly find the integration of integrating. When we are integrating it, we directly find the value of the another constant. So this is the another type in which we use the value of the previous constant to find find the value of the another constant. We use the value of the previous constant to find the another constant. This is the type 2. Similarly, you can see the another question.